The issue of this interagency rivalry now that the president is also seen to be, trying to correct, on a mission to correct, that is, would it have any issue with the fact that sometimes we've seen it, over the years now, prison breaks, how that there would be alleged complicity of, members of that particular agency. Do you think these are the incidents that breed interagency rivalry, which also need to be addressed, that, agency by agency also needs to clean house among themselves and be sure that they are not trying to bring down the wall from the inside?
I have been a part of those who trained security agents at a time, particularly well in the north and in the south. And one of the things we teach them is synergy. Synergy. What often leads to that challenge, that quagmire, that misunderstanding is them not knowing when not to overstep their boundaries. Let me explain it with an instance. If you are coming in from Republic of Benin, talking about Lagos now, between the border point and Badagry town, you will find security agents of different agencies, numbering not less than 20. As you move on, you will find a particular agent. Let me not mention their name so that it does not look like one is bringing anyone down now. You will find agency A. Maybe you will find them at not less than 6, 7 points. You meet them at point A, you meet others, you meet that same agency again, you go again, you meet again, you go again, you meet again, you go again, you meet again. Duplication. That's more than duplication, Mike. For lack of the exact adjective to qualify that, I had challenged one at a point. I'd gotten to the border point and somebody stopped me. I was actually moving with my family, my wife and my children. And then somebody sat somewhere. Another person came to me and said, hey. I stopped. How may I be of help to you? He said, that Oga is calling you. Who is the Oga? May I know who you are? Can you please identify yourself? Can I see an identity card?
They were not wearing uniforms?
The person talking to me now is not a personnel, but it's one of those used in the local parlance. They call them a kelebe. I said, could you please identify yourself to me and why? I said, call that man, tell him to come. He came and I said, why would you stop me? Why would you stop me? Why? And I taught him, I said, this is not your responsibility. What you just asked me for now is not within the purview of your agency. This is whom I am. This is the problem. It is not within your purview. It's within the purview of another. Apparently, the point I'm making here is that that agent had overstepped his bounds. A combination. And so, if the rightful agency that was meant to ask that question was close by, there would have been a clash. And so, in most times, first what we tell them is, you must synergize. Because the information you get has limits. You may not be the one to execute it. You pass it on. That is why, if you remember Yusuf, when Yusuf was arrested, the founder of Boko Haram, who arrested Yusuf? It was the military. The military handed Yusuf over to who? Which agency? The Nigerian police. The military does not have the power to prosecute a civilian, even if it's their own. When they are done and they are derobed, they will hand them over to the Nigerian police.
Yeah, but what about instances where there is deliberate concealment now of information from one agency to the other? You know, isn't that equally as formidable?
That thing you are just saying now is a crime.
I like the way you put it. It's a crime.
Isn't that equally more, you know, an issue that we also have to, you know?
It's an issue, but once you are gotten and arrested, you go in for it. You pay dearly for it. Because, one, you know your duties and you know why you are working for that agency. You are not there on your own. You have your official responsibility to deliver. And so, once that is done, you pass it on. And those who are in charge, who are supposed to take it, there are information you got, you pass on. When it gets to the clearinghouse, they look at it and x-ray it. If it is not necessary to continue, it is kept aside.